People need to embrace automation and not fear it, thinking that they're going to lose their jobs because of it.
Business automation is certainly the talk of the industry today. But with all this talk of automation, why is it important for your business automation solution to maintain a level of human touch?
You know, that's a great question. And the reality is business is still people. It's people serving the needs of other people. It's people serving the effective workflow and process within a company or organization. People are a critical factor in every workflow. And so every process that we automate, we design into it the people that are using it, okay? Because those people that are using it have to be able to adjust it. They have to interpret it. They have to know there's still a need for us to know when something is right and when something is wrong. And so people need to embrace automation and not fear it, thinking that they're going to lose their jobs because of it. People will always be needed to guide and design and make sure that the processes that are being automated are working properly.
Would you say that human touch is something that makes SalesChain stand out as an automation provider, as opposed to a more generic one-size-fits-all solution?
I think that what makes us different is, I always say to folks, we go deep and we go wide. And when we think about automation, we're not just thinking about, CRM or making phone calls, but we're talking about how making phone calls to the right accounts for the right reasons, selling the right products, and then having that process feed efficiently into the marketing integration, whether it be HubSpot or Evolved, and then having the lead handoff effectively be handed off to the correct salesperson for the correct product type that's being discussed. And then likewise, having the pricing tools that ultimately are used by those salespeople when they do identify an opportunity, having those pricing tools be consistent, one system doing all the deals so that, again, those deals that are being priced flow in through the same documentation system. The salespeople are paid through the same commissions module. The sales organization are measured in the same reporting tools and analytical tools so that data is not manually being entered and tracked and downloaded and imported. So it's important to connect, to have automation, but have automation that appropriately connects all of the parts and pieces of the business. For example, we have identified a lot of these dots that have never been connected before, okay? Such as, we have dealers who are consistently performing manual processes as a normal part of their business. And it's not necessarily a bad thing that they're doing it. It's just now we're capable of automating it. And so for things such as releasing, okay? Most dealers in this marketplace do either one of two things. They either have their salespeople pricing release deals at current pricing and losing potentially multi-year escalation contract pricing because the sales reps don't have access to what the current billing rates are. So the salespeople are underpricing releases. Or they have a manual process with somebody in the contracts or sales administration department looking up prices for current contracts, building a spreadsheet and distributing it to the salesperson so that the salesperson effectively prices that release. Now, that's a very specific example, but today SalesChain is automating that because we have such tight integration with the eAutomate system. We're able to now identify and present to the salesperson, okay, here's the customer, here's the total portfolio, this is what the customer is currently paying on this machine, and if you want to release this machine, here's the current rate, don't sell it at the current lower rates. And oh, by the way, if that machine is within 2 months of its next escalation period, we can automatically escalate that rate so that, again, the dealer is not losing out on the current year escalation bump. So that's a good example of automation making sense and helping the dealer sell more profitably.